Hey guys, Paul here with Late Night Games. Just checking in with you again. It is currently Friday, the 10th of May, 2013. And you guys haven't been seeing as much on my channel as I'm used to. And I apologize. But let me start with what's been going on. So, first off, yes, we did have some footage go up this week. We had an episode of KOTOR, as well as 2 episodes of Mega Man. Mega Man so far is going a lot of fun, going really good. The death counter, I rather like it. It lets me keep track of just how horribly I'm doing at times. So, I mean, it's not like it's the hardest game in the world, but you definitely can die a lot. And that's just the way games were back in the day. But the reason why you guys didn't see anything last weekend, and also didn't see anything yesterday, is my computer kind of took a shit on itself last week. Last Saturday, there was a thunderstorm here in town. I think it was Saturday. All I know is I was out of the house, was driving around, doing my thing, working on the Firebird, which I mentioned to you guys. Then went out for a drive. Everything was all good and dandy. I come home, and my computer's not working. The other computers in my house are fine, so I still had access to, the internet and Twitter and Facebook and whatnot, but my main computer in the living room, the one that I do all my recording on, wouldn't turn on. So I fixed it. Was this Saturday or was this Sunday? No, it was definitely Saturday. Because Saturday my computer was working okay. I had a friend come visit for the day. Then I dropped her off. And then I went out to somewhere with another friend. And when I got back from there is when my computer was toast. So, either way, I'm just trying to remember the day. It's been one hell of a week. So I had to replace the hard drive in my computer. No big deal. New hard drives maybe $100 or whatever. And well, no, I think I managed to get it for $80. Either way, replaced the hard drive in my computer, upgraded it to 1 terabyte. Before it was, I think, a 500 meg hard drive. And slowly but surely over the course of the week, got everything back up and running. So, the first thing I focused on was I have to get Steam installed, and I have to get all my games installed. So I did that. So first thing I did was my operating system. Then I got Steam and my games installed. Thankfully, about a month ago, I had realized I was running out of hard drive space, so I went out and bought an external hard drive, and started moving all my YouTube video files and stuff to that hard drive, like as a copy, so I can start deleting them off my computer when I no longer needed them to be available in real time. So I didn't really lose any footage, but I didn't have a way of manipulating existing footage to edit it, so anything that wasn't edited, I couldn't finish editing, nor could I record new footage. By Tuesday I got to the point where I could record things again, so I tried recording an episode of Saints Row the Third with Blamilton, that we're going to throw on the channel. Alas, recording the Xbox multiplayer, there was just so many problems. So we ended up not recording it, and we just had fun with it. It was a grand old time Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, I got together with the guys over at Samilton Gamers, both Sagan and Blamilton, and also Keldall, and we took a first look at Neverwinter, the new MMO that launched. So you guys should be seeing something about that probably within the next couple of days to a week. As I said, I'm a little behind on editing. As of today, I got all my editing software back up and running. As you can tell, because this is being edited. So I will now get back. I'm going to throw myself into overdrive. I'm probably going to do nothing tomorrow but editing and go to the gym, because I got to go to the gym, which isn't even the normal gym I go to, but someone sent me an invite to go to a new gym, and I got to go check out this new gym to go. But anyways, aside from going to the gym tomorrow, I plan on just spending most of the day recording and editing. I am going to put this new computer through its paces. However, there wasn't anything posted yesterday. There wasn't anything posted last Saturday or Sunday. So I will make it out to you guys. I'm just going to post extra stuff whenever I can to make up for it. But yeah, aside from that, it's significantly hindered my recording process. Also, partly due to this, I wasn't able to do any recording with Mari. So I don't know, unless her and I get the chance to work on something tomorrow or later today, we probably won't have any path to become a passable gamer on Sunday, but we'll do our best. I mean, I am asking her to kind of throw things aside here to move around my schedule, which I try not to do. But it is what it is. If we can get something, we'll get something. If we can't, we can't. In other news, back on, I think, Sunday, was it? Yeah, Sunday. A friend of mine, not my friend, and my neighbor, who's a nice guy, so I guess you could call him a friend of mine, but a neighbor of mine had some old parts to an old Firebird that were sitting in his garage that were just collecting dust. They're not large parts. They're just small little vent inserts about yay big that go in the side of the fender. And he's like, here, for your car. Here you go. These things were red, and they were beat up and covered in oil and scuffs, and one of them had half the paint stripped off of it, and they were kind of rough looking, but they weren't cracked, the clips were in perfect shape, and the outer edges were all fine. I can do something with this. So, through this week, whenever I had a bit of spare time, I'd sit there just sanding it down and washing it and sanding it and washing it, and then primed it a few times, and then put like 3 coats of the paint that color matches what a Firebird should be, and forgetting that my fenders are brand new and don't actually have proper Firebird black paint on them. They just have the default universal paint. So I got these vents done, and the inserts are now in the car, in the fenders, but they kind of stick out like a sore thumb because they are this nice black, glossy, shiny Firebird black, while the fender they're in is kind of a dull, matte, off-gray black. But it'll all look great once I give the car a complete paint job once we're done with all the body work. We also got the hood back on it on Saturday, which was nice. So the car's starting to come together, which is making me really happy. It's filling me with so much glee seeing that girl come back together. I just can't wait to take her for a spin. I can't wait to give her another ride. She's getting kind of sad there. Speaking of cars, today my Malibu's battery was dead. I don't know what I left on. I didn't think I left anything on. My headlights shut off automatically. The dome light doesn't stay on, so there's nothing really that should stay on in my car unless I left like GPS on, but nothing that should have drained my battery unless I have a ground fault somewhere. But I woke up this morning and went to go unlock the car, press the button, grab the handle, press the button, not hearing any clicks, unlock the door, stick the keys in the ignition, turn, nothing, absolutely nada. Car was dead. Dead as like Snape. Completely dead. Totally gone. Dead like Dumbledore. So, I had to do something. Firebird was way too buried in the garage at this point. I could have moved everything out, but I didn't really have much time because I've got a lot of meetings today and I've got a busy day ahead of me work-wise, so I couldn't really take that much time out of my day. But if I need to go somewhere, I need to have the vehicle running. So my mother, who was in the neighborhood, swung by and hooked up some jumper cables, and I sat outside with her for about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes maybe, while we let my car slowly charge up, and she had life again. Everyone says the Malibu is a great car, and it's so much more reliable. Like, when I bought the Malibu, no word of a lie, everyone said, Paul, your Firebird is pretty, but you need a reliable vehicle that you can get up and go without any fear of problems. The Firebird never had to be towed home. The Malibu has. The Firebird has never had the battery die in it. The Malibu has. The Firebird's never needed a jump start. The Malibu has. The Firebird hasn't had the suspension sound like the wheels were falling off. The Malibu has. The Firebird hasn't blown a tire. The Malibu has. The Malibu has not been in an accident. The Firebird has, but it drove away from it. Can't say the same for the other car. So, as great as the Malibu is, it is a good winter vehicle. It handles really well in the winter. It's safe. It's steady. I mean, like, it's really easy to control. It's not really proving to be more reliable than my old bird, except for the fact that, it can drive around and the Firebird can't. However, that will soon change. Even though the Firebird doesn't have a bumper or headlights, so it can't really drive legally, I have already applied to get the insurance on the Firebird started back up, so it'll be once again insured. And once it has insurance, we'll get the plate stickers renewed, so the plates will be valid again. Then all it takes is once I get headlights and a bumper on it, I can drive it. It will be ready to go. There will be no paperwork or rigmarole. I'm getting that all out of the way. I'm hoping to hear back from my insurance company today on the new insurance for the Firebird. If not today, then by Monday, hopefully the latest. I get that printed off, thrown in with the ownership, go down to the DMV, bring my plate, bring my ownership, bring my insurance, pay the money, done. Plate's got an updated sticker that'll last until my birthday this year, which by then the Firebird will be coming off the road again anyways, so it's all good. And yeah, I'm happy. I's a happy panda. Anywho, aside from that, there isn't really that much that's been going on this week. A lot of work. Hung out with some friends. A friend of mine gave me a bracelet thingy-mabobber, which I keep checking the time on because the only time I've ever worn anything on my wrist in the past has been a watch. So I feel something on my wrist, my brain's like, oh, what time is... Wait, it's a bracelet, it's not a watch. So that keeps happening. But yeah. Not really much else to talk about. Next weekend's a normal weekend. The weekend after is Anime North, one of the biggest anime conventions in Canada, or at least in Ontario. It's the big one. The real big one, guys. So I'm going to see if I can get some additional power on the camera, and we'll head out there. I did promise somebody that I'd be going there in the Firebird, so I got 2 weeks to at least get her roadworthy. Not necessarily pretty, but roadworthy. And I have until August to get her pretty. David Hasselhoff! Anywho, guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Well, no, next week. Take care. We'll see you next time. Later.